Though Sudan has been involved in conflict since the early 2000s, the roots of the crisis stretch back much farther. This devastating topic is something to be known because it is a major conflict happening just around the globe. With that being said, today I'm going to inform you on some history of Sudan, the attacks of the civilians by the Janjaweed militia, and actions taken to prevent it. Sudan, as shown on this map, is located in Northeast Africa, measures about 1/4 the size of the U.S., and includes 9 states, one of which is Darfur. Sudan received independence in 1956 according to a book titled Genocide in Darfur. However, establishing a permanent government seemed impossible, and the country endured prolonged instability. Darfur, remote from many states and having no valuable resources, suffered neglect from the many government decisions that were made. In the 1970s, Islamists gained control and their influence spread. In 1983, they approved the September laws, which imposed strict Islamic laws on all of Sudan. Under their influence, Sudan hosted meetings of terrorists and became the home of Osama bin Laden from 1991 to 96. Climate played a big role in Sudan's cultural development. A series of natural disasters such as drought, water shortages, famine, crop destruction, and disease were recurring problems. The first civil war in Khartoum ended by a peace treaty. And after that peace treaty was broke, civil war erupted again. Trained militias known as the Janjaweed to fight back against the rebellions that supported the other groups of them. Land, water, and discovery of oil made them want to seize control of the South even more. They used starvation as a weapon. They prevented food from being sent to the South. So who are the Janjaweed? Janjaweed means man with a gun on a horse, which is what they were. They rode on a gun and they rode on a horse and had a gun. After two rebel attacks on movements, this militia was released to fight back. Attacks on civilians increased even as fighting with rebels declined. Civilians were tortured, shot, and stabbed. The Janjaweed tossed children into burning houses, chained school children together, and burned them. Women were raped, and up there and anywhere really, it's kind of an embarrassment. So they would brand the women on their arms so that if they didn't kill them after they were done, then everybody would know what had happened to them. They burned villages, and anything left alive after that happened, they made sure it was not alive anymore. The Janjaweed poisoned the water and threw dead bodies into wells. And many say this is like a Holocaust happening in Sudan all over again, except not, and the Janjaweed was the Nazis. The villagers who managed to escape attacks lost everything. The genocide in Sudan claimed over 300,000 lives, and over 2.7 million have fled to live in camps near the border of Darfur. Is anyone trying to stop these acts? Yes. Although the Sudanese government appears unwilling to address the human rights crisis, the International Criminal Court took first step in ending these acts by launching an investigation. In 2009, Sudan President Omar al-Bashir was arrested for directing a campaign of mass killing, rape, and violence against civilians. And also there's a bunch of peace, like civilians who want peace, who are trying to take control and get the government to end these acts, but the government is not so much for ending this stuff. And in conclusion, I have talked about the history of Sudan, the Janjaweed, and what they have done to their civilians, and how their government is taking action to prevent this. Darfur, even to this day, continues to suffer, and the countless number of problems facing Sudan can be resolved until peace is secured in Darfur. Resolving the Darfur conflict is crucial not only for people of Darfur, but also for the future of Sudan and stability of the entire region.